guys, it is me, and I just got some really sad news that today I heard that the actor James Earl Jones, the voice actor for Darth Vader, the Lion King's dad Mufasa, um, and I didn't never knew this, but he's the guy in the Sandlot. You know that I'm pretty sure he's the guy who play. He's like the that he has that dog that everybody's scared of, but and all the kids are scared of in the Sandlot. I love that. So we're gonna go to find some stuff about James Earl Jones. I found this news article. Continue reading. All right, we gotta find. Okay, we gotta find some stuff about. Okay, we're actually gonna look up James Earl Jones. We're gonna do that. So, James Earl Jones. He's one of the most iconic people. Like autobiography. Let's see. Does he have like any? Yeah, he was in the. Yeah, let's. Yeah, like he's one of like like we gotta do like yeah, news and stuff. Yeah, he's dead now. Like he died at 93. News about death and stuff. Like, dude, that's so sad. There's some videos on it. There's NBC News and stuff like that. There's a lot of things about him. Like, I'm gonna probably get, like, it's probably, like, his biography, and whatever. Okay, NBC News. The actor, James Earl Jones, okay. What do I see? Okay. Gotta find some stuff. So there's some pictures of him. I'm guessing James Earl Jones is this man right here. This is also James. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, let's just click X. We don't need this. Okay, can I black? Okay, this is actually kind of annoying, but guys, this is really sad and stuff like that. Like, he was 93. I mean, that is a pretty long time to live, but man, I remember, if you guys know the show Big Bang Theory, where he was on there, he did a cameo episode. He may be the best remembered for an uncredited role in Star Wars, supplying the voice for Darth Vader. Let's read this. Okay. It was your treading boards of Broadway and beyond where Jones forged his place at the top of the marquee of his turn as a title character in the 1964 production of Othello in Central Park. The New York Times gushed. Mr. Jones commands a full, resonant voice and a supple body, and his jealous rages and nut-rubbing frenzy have not only size but emotional credibility. It was, of course, the resonant voice that would eventually become his trademark. While he earned 2 Tony Awards, 2 Emmy Awards, an honorary Academy Award, and a Grammy over his long career, he may be the best remembered for an uncredited role in Star Wars, supplying the voice for Darth Vader, which has reverberated for far beyond that galaxy far, far away. Okay. Empire Strikes Back. He did all the movies. He did I'm a Journeyman, Jones told today's AI. We gotta find something talking about Star Wars and stuff like that. I really wanna, find this. Like, he has his dad here, his wife. Flynn Earl Jones is not on here, but let's see. There's also CNN, New York Times. I've pretty sure we're gonna go on CNN. I mean, CNN. I've seen so many people talk about. People don't talk about this enough, but like they do. He was the voice of Darth Vader. CNN, hearing his voice, booming basso profundo conveying instant dignity or menace with Jones' signatures. It brought power to all his stage and movie roles, most indelibly as Darth Vader in Star Wars, Mufasa in The Lion King, and as the voice of CNN. This is CNN. I know that too. You gotta, if you guys go, we're gonna do like I'm probably gonna do some stuff where we see all James Earl's like biggest stuff. I want to learn about him. By his family. We when he died, his representative said no because death was shared. Okay, we got a voicing Darth Vader in the mid. Okay, there it is. This is what we want to know. Voicing Darth Vader in the mid 1970s. Star Wars creator George Lucas cast starring British actor David Prowse as the guy inside Darth Vader's black suit, but he decided he wanted someone else to voice the character. George thought he wanted a pardon the expression darker voice. Jones once told the American Film Institute, "I lucked out. Back then, nobody imagined Star Wars would become a blockbuster, let alone an enduring franchise and cultural phenomenon." That is true. Jones recorded all his lines in a few hours. It was not listed in the film's credits. He said he was paid just $7,000 for the movie, and I thought that was good money. The actor and Lucas had disagreements about how he should voice the villainous Vader. I wanted to make Darth Vader more interesting, more subtle, more psychologically oriented. Jones said, he said, no, you've got to keep his voice on a very narrow band of inflection, because he ain't human. Darth Vader's climactic duel with Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill in 1980's The Empire Strikes Back, became a dramatic high point in the Star Wars series, punctuated by Jones' delivery of one of the most famous lines in the movie history: "No, I am your father." Hamill issued a statement on Monday, writing on Instagram, "One of the world's finest actors whose contributions to Star Wars were immeasurable. He greatly missed. #RIP Dad." Oh, that's kind of sweet. Jones said that almost 2 decades later, when he was voicing the dignified Mufasa, Disney's animated The Lion King, it took him a while to strike the right tone. "My first mistake was to try and make him regal," Jones said in the 1994 film, "and what they really needed was something more like me. They said, 'What are you like as a father?' And I said, 'Well, I'm really a dopey dad.'" He continued, "And so they began to impose my facial expressions onto Mufasa at a different tone of voice. Yeah, he was authoritative, but he was just a gentle dad." Jones was born in 1931 in Mississippi. His father, Robert Earl Jones, left the family before James was born to become an actor in New York and Hollywood. This is about his, let's see, there should be roots. Speech. They should talk about his life. There should be, in the mid-1970s, Jones was working steadily in movies and TV, a prolific run that never showed. Over the next 5 decades, he appeared in memorable roles as Alex Haley in TV's Roots, The Next Generations, Warlord Thulsa Doom in Conan the Barbarian, and An African King, and Coming to America, Kevin Costner's Reluctant Recruit in Field of Dreams, Admiral Greer in The Hunt for Red October and Patriot Games, and a South American preacher in Cry the Love Country. Jones continued to work in his later years. That's a lot. When you don't talk, it's like going ninja, he told Rachel Ray in 2016. You get in a taxi and they say where you're going, and the guy turns around and says, "Hey, aren't you that Darth Vader guy?" That's cool. There is more stuff. Let's do New York Times stuff. This is James Earl Jones, boys. We'll do some like James Earl Jones tributes and stuff. I mean, he died, and dude, he's one of the most iconic actors. I just want to, show him, talk about him. James Earl Jones. Or we got to talk about Menace of. All right. $19 a month, cold weather flat. We gotta go down. The creator of Star Wars tweeted anonymous. So did plays by Howard Sackler and August posted that let a young freaking dude. None of these counts are mine. I don't know why I keep showing these up. Like, He was that let a young actor explore racial hatred in a national experience. Television soap operas that boldly cast a black man as a doctor in the 1960s, and a decision by George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, to put an announcement revealing African American voice behind the grotesque mask of the galactic villain Vader. That the rest was accomplished by Mr. Jones himself, a prodigious body of work that encompasses scores of plays. Like, we got a lot of stuff about James Earl Jones. Like, he was in the Sandlot. He played, like, he is the man cast. Let's look at the cast. He's dead, I think. Hamilton, Ham, Porter. Yeah, right there. Mr. Myrtle. Mom, Bill. Like, all these guys are here. Like, all this stuff where he was in movies. You know, Rolling Stone. They should talk more about his Star Wars. Like, was he not that important? I mean, he should be. He's like really important. He's a very important guy. Like, he's done all these things. Like, he had all these roles and stuff. I think we're gonna, keep looking at this stuff. He did for 47 years. He did in Star Wars, many of the prequels, sequels, and spin-offs over the past 47 years. Simply special effects Jones told the American Film Institute. George has recently admitted that when he hired bodybuilder David Prowse, he thought that his Darth Vader, he had a slight Scottish accent, not a bass, more a tenor. It's a very effective voice, but George felt he wanted, pardon the expression, a darker voice, so he hires a guy born in Mississippi, raised in Michigan, who stutters. That's the voice. That's me. I lucked out. I'm your father. Like, dude, the guy has been... We'll do some more stuff. I've seen people do these news things, like find these news, like CNN. There are too many iconic Darth Vader moments to mention here, but the ultimate one came at the conclusion of 1980s Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, when Luke Skywalker and the rest of the world finally learned the truth about his lineage. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. Vader tells him, "No, I am your father. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Luke, you can destroy the Emperor. He has foreseen this. It is your destiny. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son." It was one of the most stunning reveals in movie history, and let's all be thankful they weren't said by a bodybuilder with a Scottish accent. Nobody could have delivered them like James Earl Jones. True, so true. And he's so important to the Star Wars universe that his voice has been dignitized, and he will be used to voice Darth Vader for years to come. In a small way, it means he gets to live forever. Beloved actor. We got BBC News and stuff like that. Then we got this. We got a lot of stuff. We read from the Rolling Stone stuff. Like, the man is honestly one of the best. We got this. He wasn't in these movies. The Sandlot 2 is actually really bad. I didn't like that one. But I don't even think he was in that one. But the Sandlot *1 was so much fun. I really loved it. But, like, this stuff, like, the stuff he's done over the past years of being part of this, part of, Star Wars, Sandlot, Mufasa's father. I mean, I love the fact that he was Darth Vader. I never knew he was the guy, the guy who knew who the guy who had that dog that all the kids were afraid of. I love that movie too. And I never knew that. I thought it was some other guy, but then I realized, oh, it is James Earl Jones, and that's so cool. And he's 93, dude. He lasted so long. He must have been like, he must have had like, he must have had was on like, he must have like was like, he must have like wasn't like, he must have never drank like sugary drinks like sodas or anything. Because if he survived that long, dang, dude, like he probably drank a bunch of water and ate proteins and meats, and he wasn't dead. Like, dude, he's like insane. I love the fact I loved him. I think that this was cool. We got a James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones news about. Okay, we gotta look up James Earl Jones. Biography. We gotta like learn about this man. We gotta. I want to get his biography. Learn about this man because man is super iconic. Earl. James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones. Biography. Like, he has to have something. Yeah, so the top stories. Okay, he has a. Well, he has a lot of these. I don't really know. I don't see them all. I usually see all these, like, things. And he's, like, voiced. Man, that's sad. Yeah, that's super sad. But don't worry, he will all be. We will all remember him. All Star Wars fans, everybody who has watched The Sandlot, who has seen Lion King, will remember who this man is and how important he was to all of us. And always remember, may the Force be with you always.